Hello and welcome to the Dominion Daily for November 16th, 2025. It's Sunday. We've got campaign stuff. There's a lot to read. We got some ruins in our deck. We got busy, so that's where you start every turn with an extra action. And we've got lucky coin, pouch, pasture, and goat. So 4 heirlooms. We've also got survivors, a ruined village, a ruined market, a ruined library, and an abandoned mine. That's all 5 ruins and 1 copper. Okay. So no estates or shelters. Hoy. All right. I guess we should actually look at the cards in the kingdom. Invest. Oh no. Although I haven't seen the bot abuse invest in the past. All right, so we've got the Riverboat card as Storyteller. Trashing is Goat, Steward, Temple. Probably mostly just going to be Goat. I don't really see Temple being relevant. Steward, maybe. Draw is gonna be Riverboat. Oh, Shepherd. Okay. Well, we don't start with any estates, so that's that. I mean, Shepherd's not going to be it early, but maybe later. Actually, something. I'm going to get a little off track here, but something that you could potentially do. Oh no! Wait, never mind. It's not. Oh, I was looking at Lurker and thinking about how you could gain stuff back, and I was thinking about Pixie. You know, you can trash Pixie and gain it back, and that part's true. And then I was thinking about Stockpile. And I was like, is there some trick you could do to have stockpiles the whole game, where you like trash a stockpile and get it back? But the answer is no, because Lurker cannot gain a stockpile. Unfortunate. Well, anyway, so yeah, so draw is going to be Riverboat and Shepherd, plus actions is just the busy. Okay, well, the good news is that we don't have a lot of demand on our terminal space. Riverboat, like, is terminal the turn you play it, but is not terminal the next turn, so you can build up those over time. But yeah, there's not a lot of terminals that you're looking to play anyway. And then gains and buys and things. We do start with a ruined market. And we've got stockpile plus buy. Yeah, that's it. Oh, and Lurker, right. Okay, so what are we opening and what are we trashing with this goat? If we don't need to hit 4, it's worth at least considering like keeping the survivors and cycling directly into the next shuffle. We have 3 ruins in the next hand. Ruined village, ruined market, and ruined library, which are all kind of crap right now. Ruined library is okay, actually. I mean, it doesn't get in the way that badly with the plus action from busy is what I mean to say. But like ruined village is obviously completely useless, and ruined market doesn't really do much either. I mean, I guess if we had 4 coins in a ruined market, we could buy like, you know, double lurker, double pixie, lurker pixie, something like that. But anyway, I think playing the survivors actually looks pretty decent. So I'm wondering about goat trashing abandoned mine and then picking up a stockpile. Riverboat, I think, doesn't make a lot of sense to open with. I wouldn't mind, getting like a Lurker or a Pixie, but I think starting with a stockpile makes sense. I think that's what I'm going to go with. And we do, in fact, get to discard 2 junk ruins. Although, it would have been nicer to discard the ruined village, but what can you do? Okay. 5 coins. We could just replace the stockpile and get a 2 cost. Probably Pixie first and then Lurker after that. That seems reasonable. Yeah, I think so. All right, now survivors would trigger a shuffle without the goat in it, which is not what we want. So we're gonna trash that. Got a temple. I guess temple does let you trash multiple ruins at once pretty effectively. I still don't really feel like I need temple. If anything, I might prefer steward. Steward is going to do about as good of a job with that, but can also do other things more effectively. I don't think I want the silver too much. Yeah, I think steward here. I mean, we might as well take advantage of this terminal space that we've got. I trash the lucky coin. Interesting. Is there any way that we don't play this ruined library? Probably not, but I guess we... The world where we want to play the ruined library before the Pixie is if we get Earth's Gift, possibly Flame's Gift. Yeah, I'm just gonna play it. That's not what I want. This is a little unfortunate with what our goat is lining up with. But I guess the steward will have some stuff to trash next turn. And I guess we're gonna replace copper in deck with a silver. We could instead trash the lucky coin. Oh, we got 2 stockpiles down there too. Does it make more sense to trash the lucky coin? Like payload wise, once the stockpiles run, things could get kind of rough. But the stockpiles may not run because the bot isn't taking any. Hasn't so far anyway. Yeah, I don't love adding more silver to the deck. I think I am going to trash the lucky coin. Go Pixie Lurker. Alright, let's just get this mess out of here. And get our stockpiles back. And another Pixie, I guess. I think the 1 Lurker should be fine. We could also take a Riverboat. Yeah, Maybe that's actually better. Abandoned mine and run library. This has got to be draw. There's one pixie in the trash right now. I will take it. All right. We didn't get the riverboat, but I think I want to take another one anyway. Riverboat, another stockpile. And what we could do is start investing in Shepherd with the expectation of getting Shepherd later once we've started adding some green. I think that sounds reasonable. Oh, there goes the Earth's Gift. So I guess we don't have to worry about that. Bot really just wants to take all the pixies, huh? That... I don't think that makes sense to take. This is not really the time for that either. Damn it. Well, I guess we're just going to trash the Ruined Library. I mean, like, we could play it, but it is ultimately just in the way. So I think we just trash it. Okay, well, we can grab the last pixie. We could get some more stockpiles, or we could get another riverboat. We could also take another steward. Like, terminal space-wise, now that we've trashed most, if not all, of our ruins, I think we have trashed all of our ruins. We definitely trashed, like, Ruin Market. Or, like, 2 of them with the steward. I know that we trashed this with the goat. Just trashed the Ruin Library. I think we trashed them all. We trashed Abandoned Mine, like, turn 1. Oh, I missed all the 2s. Okay, yeah, okay, there's only 1 rune out there. Anyway, so we don't have a lot of demand on our terminal space, so having a second steward is not crazy. I think, yeah, I think I'd like another steward. Oh, now they're getting stockpiles. I see how it is. All right. Draw some cards. Is there a pixie in the trash? Yes, there is. Let's get that. Sure. Draw some cards. Yep. Take some wisps. That looks great. How many of these do we want to trash? I mean, we can get another lurker and start lurking them back. We're not going to be able to get all of them back right away, but... 2, 3, 4, 9. So 13 coins right now. That would get us to 15. We know we're going to buy a stockpile and a lurker. What else do we want to buy? I wouldn't mind starting in on the shepherd stuff. I think I'll trash it. This, I mean, we do have a lot of buys. Yeah, maybe we take this too. I guess we're not trashing with the goat. That's a little unfortunate, but... Alright, so stockpile. I want another lurker. And then we get shepherd. If we really want to go in for that stuff, we go like shepherd, duchy, double estate. We discard the shepherd. It seems reasonable. They took the temple. That's fine. Okay. Let's get a pixie. Draw some cards. Get a pixie. Fail to draw some cards. Trash the C2 estates, but not see either of the shepherds. Get stockpiles back. There's an argument for emptying the stockpiles. But I think I'm just gonna go shepherd estate. Like, they didn't take that? It's crazy. Wait, all they did was empty the stockpiles? Why would you do that? Alright, we don't want to play this pasture. But that looks good. Ah. Is Earth's Gift available right now? Flames, moons, swamps? No. Okay. Still probably... Well, so then we might as well just do this. Yeah. Draw 6 with this shepherd. I think it's unlikely that we need coins from the steward anyway. So let's see if we can draw a bit more. Right, we don't need to lower piles with the lurker, so we can just go ahead and take pixies back. I don't know that... Oh, they trashed their pasture. I don't know that this is going to accomplish anything, but... Still 6 cards. We have 2 more estates down there. think I feel comfortable enough with that. Oh man, okay. Okay, that's better. Well, sure. Okay. Do we have the win? So in the end, we only got 6 of the stockpiles. We have 1 in exile. That's right, it's not in play. Of course it's not. Oh yeah, we easily have it on the states. Huh. Well, that was poorly played by the bot, I think. The bot just wasn't really doing anything. And so it's hard for me to say whether what I was doing made a lot of sense because it wasn't like put up against anything. It did go for some stockpiles at the end, but like the value it got out of those had to be pretty minimal because it emptied the stockpiles with 2 stockpiles left, having played just 2 stockpiles and having gained I guess it was back here. It played a stockpile. So it played 1 stockpile and bought a stockpile. And then on a subsequent turn, it played 2 stockpiles and bought 2 stockpiles, which means it gained no value out of those stockpiles, right? Because it costs a stockpile to buy a stockpile. So if you play 1 stockpile, you get a stockpile back. You haven't gained any value from it yet. I mean, you can in the future, right? You're stocking up. Stockpiling even. But yeah, and then here it plays 2 and buys 2. So all it accomplished by doing that was to lower piles and make it easier for me to win. I would have been able to win anyway if it hadn't emptied the stockpiles, but like, yeah, I don't understand what the point of that was and why it waited so long to go for the stockpiles, and then it didn't invest in any of the draw options. It just spammed pixies, and I mean, I think this was while I was traveling and wasn't recording. I lost a game, I think, last month to the bot just like spamming pixies. Like, it's a thing. Like, it definitely can be a thing, like, to do. But even though Pixie is a strong card and you do want to get pixies, you don't want that to usually want that to be literally all that you're doing. In particular, like, depending on what else is in the kingdom, right? So like when there's no other source of gains, then like spamming pixies can be good to try to monopolize things like the forest's gift and the earth's gift and possibly even mountain's gift. If there's minimal draw in the kingdom, then spamming pixies that you can get the wisps, stuff like that. But in this particular case, well, first of all, like, spamming pixies isn't monopolizing any of the boons because Lurker is on the board, so you can, like, I can play. I don't know who played more pixies / got more boons, but I wouldn't be shocked if I did, even though I'm pretty sure I bought fewer pixies. And second of all, there just are other things, like stockpile in particular, like, means that from a payload standpoint, you certainly don't need pixie to like get your payload going. And there's other forms of draw as well. And I don't know, maybe there's other things that you want from the boons, but I mean, they are good. But like, having this literally just be like, yeah, I'm just playing with pixies, like, it just doesn't really do very much. So I don't know what the bot was thinking. Yesterday notwithstanding, I feel like that's been a common theme lately of the bot just like picking really uninspired strategies to a greater degree than I think is typical. But Yeah, so I mean, I could see the argument for like maybe you don't actually do the shepherd stuff and maybe you play with more riverboats or whatever. Like I could see a different deck construction working out, but this seemed to work reasonably well. It is nice having duration draw that you combine with shepherd, and like because you need to line shepherd up with your green cards and all that. But I will say one of the things I was thinking about and I didn't mention as I was playing through it was that the the downside of this particular instance is that like storyteller, I mean it's riverboat, but it's storyteller also needs you to line stuff up. Specifically, you need to have treasures, and like I started this turn with like one treasure in hand. Fortunately, it was a stockpile, and I mean even if like I guess even if you have no treasures, you're still going to get like +1 action, +1 card, which is still something. Although if that is literally all you get, then you haven't like you've broken even like overall. But it is like even if you only break even, you're still increasing the odds that your shepherds go off. So it might still like be the best line for that reason, but I'm not sure that it is. The flip side, I guess, is if you just do riverboat stuff, or mostly riverboat stuff, it's going to be hard to have much payload here because, like, I don't know what you're spending your treasures to draw cards, and then like what else is left in your deck to use for payload. So, yeah, I don't know. But in any case, I don't know. I think it's like it might be a more interesting kingdom played against either a human or a bot that didn't like that. I don't know, tried to do something, even if that something was more like directly pile rushy, because I don't really feel like that's what the bot was doing either. It's not like the bot was like getting lurkers to lower piles or was taking estates or really. I mean, it was just the pixies. It did empty the stockpiles, but before that it was really just the pixies. So I really don't know what it was going for, but I guess my point being that I'm like feel underwhelmed about this, but I think that's mostly because of the bot and not because of the kingdom. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.